Alright, welcome to the Thrive in 30 Challenge, where you and I are going to be taking massive steps towards improving both the quality of your health and the quality of your life. Throughout these 30 days, you and I are going to use the same principles and strategies that make you a badass inside the gym and apply them when and where it really counts, because we both know that the real workout starts when you leave the gym. You're going to be joining myself, Coach Carl, the creator of this challenge, and the amazing Mind Over Body Bootcamp as we work together towards discovering, defining, and ultimately declaring the best version of yourself the only way we can. One workout at a time and one set at a time. One day at a time and one step at a time. Now let's get started. You know what's both good and bad with having a career as a personal trainer? The better a job I do, the less needed I am. I mean, think about it. I truly believe that the goal of every personal trainer should be to render yourself obsolete. I want to be able to instill enough knowledge and transfer as many tools as I can to my clients so that they can eventually manage their health all on their own. Unfortunately, this is not the case most of the time. I've had so many repeat customers because for the majority of my career as a PT, I was doing what every PT does. In fact, this is what most doctors and psychiatrists do as well, which is why health issues, both physical and mental, are on the rise instead of decline. Fact, most PTs, doctors, and psychiatrists are in the business of treating symptoms. You go see your doctor, tell them what's wrong, they give you medication. You go to your psychiatrist, tell them what's wrong, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just talk about your anger, depression, or whatever your issue is. Never taking the time to really get to the bottom of things. And in this case, the psychiatrist, I'm not talking about childhood issues, abandonment issues, which are still symptoms of the problem. As a PT, it was usually weight loss that people wanted to address. Now the focus is more on healthy living, but still, having the right workout routine or the right nutrition plan won't solve the problem, because those aren't the problems. People end up training with me a second, third, and even fourth time because they just don't know what the real problem is. But how does this apply to you? Take a look back at the lies you uncovered the other day. Did you stop to think about why you lie to yourself? Why you deny the truth? Why you avoid pain? Whatever you came up with, I can almost guarantee you is still a symptom. Do you want to know why you're living lies? It's not because the truth hurts. It's because you're probably unaware of the most fundamental truth that there is. A truth that I'm 100% certain nobody in your world can deny. Today, we're going to uncover what is at the center of the why. We're going to expose the actual truth behind what's causing you to live your lies and deny your truths. Again, it's not fear and it's not pain. It's a truth that was incepted from the beginning of time. Ironically enough, this truth of why you live your lies is in fact the biggest lie in the world, and what lies at the heart of every challenge humanity faces. And that truth and lie is this: you are not worth it. This is the truth and the lie behind why your life is the way it is, as opposed to what you want it to be. It's the truth because it's the real reason you deny yourself. And it's a lie because it simply is not true. You see, when I would train people, I ignored this truth because I was ignorant to it. People don't skip the gym and eat like shit because they're lazy or don't know the consequences. We don't stay in shitty relationships because we're scared of the alternative. We don't hide our true selves from the world because we don't think people will accept us. All this happens because we never accept ourselves first. And if you don't first accept yourself, how can anyone else accept you? If you don't first love yourself, how can anyone else love you? If you don't first forgive yourself, how can anyone else forgive you? If you don't first acknowledge to yourself that you are worth it, why would you ever take the steps to prove that and do what you need to do to be who you really are? Can you see that everything, and I mean everything, comes down to you exposing, embracing, and empowering the fact that you are worth it? This is the lie and the truth that was waiting to be revealed. And now that it has been, here's what I'm going to invite you to do this weekend. Task number 1 is to write your why I am worth it statement. You want to know why people don't complete this challenge? You want to know why you live the lies that you do? The same reason I put off booking a date and time to host a speaking event, which is something I've wanted to do for as long as I can remember. The same reason I tell myself I will cut out alcohol and never do. The same reason I cheated on my ex-wife instead of coming clean about what I was feeling. The same reason it took me until recently to acknowledge that I have what it takes to coach others. The same reason I've chosen to live in my darkness for the majority of my life instead of choosing to live in my light as I am right fucking now. Because I didn't believe I was worth it. So here it is. This is why I am worth it. There is greatness inside of me. I fucking know this. There is greatness in everyone around me. I can see it. I can feel it. But the only way for me to help others experience their greatness is for me to expose, embrace, and empower my own. There is so much love inside of me, so much beauty. It is my time to let it out, to share it with the world. There is so much peace inside of me. It is my time to let it out, to share it with the world. There is so much pain inside of me. It is my time to let it out, to share it with the world. There is so much fear and darkness inside of me. It is my time to let it out, to share it with the world. I am worth being exposed to the world. The world will love me for it. I will love myself for it. I'm worth all of the love, the beauty, the peace, the pain, the fear, and the darkness I experience. If it were not so, it would not be so. I am fucking worth it. Now tell me why you are worth it. Task number 1 again this weekend is to write your why I'm worth it statement. There is not a single action in your life that does not come down to you believing you are worth it. And while I said this is the critical piece, which it is, a belief is just a belief, which is just a story we tell ourselves over and over again. What matters most is being that belief. What matters most is living that belief. But how? How do you be and live what you will come to believe? Lucky for you, how is the next part of the secret circle, which we dip into on Monday. Until then, have an incredible weekend as you expose, embrace, and empower why you are worth it. We got this. Thanks again for joining me and being brave enough to accept the Thrive in 30 challenge. But just remember that regardless of how many times it is said, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is only potential power, and it is up to you to complete these tasks, apply the knowledge you learn here, and ultimately take small yet transformative steps towards creating the life you want for you and the people you love. Just like in the gym, if you want to be stronger, if you want to be healthier, if you want to feel better about who you are, no matter how hard things may seem in the moment, just remember that you only have to do something once to know you can do it again, and that whatever pain you have to endure, at the end of the day, the truth cannot be denied. And that truth is that you are worth it. We got this.